tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. And I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Coach, as the 2019 regular season starts speeding toward a conclusion, not too many games remain to be played here in Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Oakland Raiders. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Pistol.
A first down throw for Mayfield. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Don't let him breathe. Play outside of deep. Don't let him breathe. Regular.
Now the second year back from LSU, it's Darius Geis. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
47-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Hey, we're 33.
54. 54.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Come on.
Run.
Right there. 54. Right there. 50.
Hey, Charlie.
Here I come. Mike,
On 1st and 10, Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On the ground, Geis. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darius Geis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready.
57. Hey, watch the slant. Undercross.
Protein spill. Shoot.
Lock now on 1st down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Lock. And this one complete to Will Fuller. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. Let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
57. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day.
Recon, 132 fighter.
26, check 26.
Now the leading rusher for the Pats last year is a rookie, Sony Michel. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? Justin Pugh, the left guard that time with a flag. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Squeeze, double.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
24-yard gain on the play.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 40-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here I come.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. That's out to his running back, Michel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 22-yard line.
18 on the play. And the Chargers.
They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and, hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got Fuller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Set. 18 Gator.
Check. Watch it before.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Ready?
Following the penalty, Michel. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
Down. 70. Indy. General West.
On 2nd and 15 now. Locke. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. It's a gain of 7, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Third down.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Shoot.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Will Fuller, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Personally, for him, a great opening drive. He had 3 catches, including the touchdown.
That felt like tremendous scouting, great film watching, and creating a game plan to start this off, not only to get him involved, but to send a message to the defense. You can have a lot to handle in this one.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Point it right, point it right, point it right.
Any day.
Check 15. X3, 218, chopper.
They start on the ground with Geis, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. These two teams all tied after one.
Let's get it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
You draw corkers.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. You mentioned very early. On the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Good. 180.
Check line 54. Line 54. And QB's trash. Let's go.
Regular.
54.
Done.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
57 to Mike. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Watch the whip. Kill. Hey, try it out. Hey, watch it. Safe. Hey, alert 3.
80 weapon.
Check. Fresno.
Snap.
After the turnover, here's Locke. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. This is Michelle on the counter. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Ready?
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Right 57. Blue down.
On third down, Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And Hauschka missed it left. It's no good for Stephen Hauschka. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On second and 15 now, Mayfield. He finds Kalen Ballage, his running back. And he coughed it up and picked up by the Chargers. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here's second and 10 now from about the 32.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
On the toss, here's Michelle. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Sony Michel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
On 1st down, this is Geis. They'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Set, 180.
Right there, 54 Mike. Hey.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's Geis. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Set, 180.
Choose the mic. Come on, D.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Watch the screen. Under 10.
Alert. 1 touch.
3rd down, here's Geis. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Myers' kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Set, ready. 15 line. 15 line.
54. Now watch run.
Deep grip.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. the half. A reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Locke going to try and throw on third down. Going for the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for L.A. 43 yards.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Bang, 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 bang.
Greystone travel.
Mike 57. Army.
Protein spill.
Joker.
Now Locke on the bootleg. Over the middle to Beckham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First and goal, Los Angeles.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Coming this way. Here we go.
Now Locke again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Check. Topper. King.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Another Raiders first and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mike 5-4.
First down, Mayfield. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Regular. 54. Point it right.
Mike's 54.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Balaj. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
You don't want no problem from me.
Brings up second and 8.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And now it's third down.
Third down and 8 yards to go.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And this one is no good. He missed it. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Charger drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
I got him. 6-6. Pull it high. Let's go.
Lock going to throw. And that's incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target. But now it's 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Lock. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. At 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes. And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Down. 18 Gator.
Right there. 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. Third and 11. And some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime.
You.
From the gun, it's Lock. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. Escapes the defender. And This is going to be a Charger touchdown. Rashard Higgins, his second touchdown on the season. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
I'm glad we were paying attention during the rules seminar because we learned the only time you can't advance a fumble like that is in the last 2 minutes of either half.
Right. Other than that, if that ball's out, whether forward or backwards, it's live and free for anybody.
No doubt about it. When you say free, that means he's got free reign to pick it up and go. And that's exactly what happened there. Took it in for a touchdown.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two. They'll run for it with Michel. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. And, boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From the 38, Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are.
And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for him. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for him here.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On the tackle that time, Dean Lowry. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And it's Michel once again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Ready? 50, play.
54. All right, T, let's go. All right, T.
Snap.
To throw on 3rd down. Lock. And he's got Lockett. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Block now. 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Tackled there by Monte Nicholson.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
2nd and 7 at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Break. 57 to Mike.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
From the 41, Locke. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's Ty Montgomery, former star at nearby Stanford. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
X3, 218, chopper, 5.
Michelle, they toss it out right to him. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Clock now to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag, and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Switch up. Switch up.
A first down throw from Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Point it right.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So, flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
180.
54 Mike. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Run.
Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Mike spot 4. Watch the run. They're running it.
Mayfield on first down. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. That's sacked by the DN, Denico Autry.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Throwing on second and long. Mayfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. Now Mayfield on fourth down. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on down's the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9.
Go!
39-yard
30
line.
base.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
49, check 49. Ready.
Again, it's Michelle. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Get wide. Check 31. Check 31.
Blue draw Corkers.
Lock now on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
At the 49-yard line.
Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. On second down, here's Locke. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He has been Interception prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is, you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
The drive starts with a completion, left side. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Frank Clark in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
180!
Right there, 54 miles.
Let's go, defense.
Up, hey, alert 33.
Who we got?
Hey, Zoo. One touch.
3rd and long for Mayfield. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Oliver with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders get a score closer. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last threat. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Now Michelle. Brought down by the cornerback, William Jackson.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
On the ready.
56. Check 56. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Push him back.
A give to Michel running right. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Tight dog, tight dog, tight dog. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Fire.
And they'll try Michel here running on the right side. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
On the double.
Mike's by 4.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win home.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. William Jackson with a pick. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Mayfield, and an alley to run. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check 61. Match box. Right.
They go play action. Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That's another Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Good. 180.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Rip right. Rip right.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mayfield. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Desmond King picks it.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Here we go.
Get it.
Locke, he's set to take a knee, and that should do it for this ball game.